have you ever experimented with splitting the positive or anything like that?
I keep hearing that. I've never experimented with it, and I'm still trying to figure out what is the basic concept of it.
Can you see this, Mike?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just splitting the positive right here, and we have a SSG circuit, just normal Bedini SSG, and we've got a bifilar coil, and it's in resonance right now, and the output's going to this little capacitor bank, and I'm charging this 24. I mean this 12-volt battery bank. So this is just this bank right here is being charged off the radiant spikes alone, and I can disconnect the output here by turning off the cap bank. I basically just
Are you
disconnect.
using 48 volts for your source? Or
No, I'm
24?
using 12 volts. That's 12 volts for the source. But let me show you what this actually does. Let me see if I can get it back. I gotta get it turned on again. Just bear with me a second.
You have a nice organized build there. That's good. My lab is a mess.
It's fine.
Never have it.
I really need to get my. I need to get a working space again like I used to have. This is not like what I'd like to have. I used to have a big table. Right now I'm in an RV, so I'm just on this little tiny table right now. I was just running this little test, but so basically running through between the positive. This is the idea: is that you get a battery bank that they have to be the same size battery, same sizes. So these are 7 amp hours each, and this battery bank here is put together in series as 24-volt battery bank, which is right here. Okay, and that's these are in series right here, and these are the same.
How are you splitting that positive?
Because well, I'm trying to get to that. This is a parallel bank here, right? You got the negative and the positives joined. So this is a 14 amp hour battery bank at 12 volts, and this is a 7 amp hour at 24 volts. Now you connect the negatives. You connect the negative of this series bank to the negative of the parallel,
right?
And now you're left with a positive here and a positive here. So now what you do is you run your Bedini pulse motor positive going to from the series to your into your
Positive
Bedini.
24.
Yeah, positive 24, and then the negative of the of the Bedini circuit goes to the positive right here.
Right. That's the flyback.
Right. No. The flyback is right here on the output. See, I'm running
that's negative. That's your negative connection of the flyback.
Yeah, the negative goes to the positive of the parallel bank, and the positive of the Bedini goes to the positive of the 24-volt bank. So I'm literally running this Bedini circuit between two positives. And what that does is it gives you 50% gain on your runtime. Because what that does here is, what happens is, let me show you the voltmeters. This is a series bank right here, right? The voltage. And that's the parallel bank. Now yes, go ahead.
When you're feeding it 24 volts, where is the room or even the time for 12 volts to get in there?
Well, what's happening is this circuit's running on the differential voltage between, whatever voltage. This is 25.
Oh, wait a minute. So wait, you never reach a 0 volts. It goes 24, drops to 12. It never goes to 0.
Yeah, so basically this, let me just get rid of this just to make it real quick, a little bit more easier, and you'll see this real quick. So hold on, let me get rid of this wires. It's a pretty mess. So look, now let me just get rid of these wires. So now look, we have just two banks. One is in series, one's in parallel, and the negatives are joined, right? Let me just get here. Actually, this is my latest Bedini motor. Check that out.
Yeah, nice build. Is that 3D printed and all that?
This was a motor I bought online back then. Okay. I had wound these coils, and I bought another motor, and I combined two motors together to make this dual rotor Bedini motor. That's what I was messing with last, and I'm about to get back to all my experiments, man. I've been having a lot of stuff going on in my life that's been stopping me, unfortunately.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm in the same boat. I don't have time to do these things, but I do have time, but it's just I gotta do other things.
I totally understand, brother. I really do. But we're all trying here, so look at this. So I just got a 12-volt automotive bulb, right? And I'm gonna run that in between the positives, not positive and negative, positive and positive here.
Yeah.
And there, this is just running between the positive. Okay, so that's happening, right? And now this battery bank, the series one, starts to charge the parallel bank. And the idea behind this, just without the pulse motor or anything, just running it like this, is you got a 24-volt battery bank.
You know what?
That's
This bypasses the need for a cap dome.
possibly
Because I'll tell you why. Because the 24 volt is channeling through the diode in that light to the 12 volt.
I mean,
it's keeping the 12 volt charged, and you're running the system off 12 volts, right?
Well, the beauty of this, Mike, is it doesn't have to be a light emitting diode. It can be a motor. This can be an inverter. This can be
right. It doesn't have to be a diode because you have a higher potential flowing to a lower potential. You don't even need a diode. But
exactly.
Yeah, it helps to have the diode as well.
So these
it doesn't help at all because the lower potential is not going to go the other way. So what do you need a diode for?
Right. Yeah, it's only level out. Like once this is fully charged, once the voltage differential becomes 0, then it's not going to transfer any more power to here. That's it. You're done. But what you do?
I think the reason why he went this direction with this is to eliminate the need for a cap dome.
Yeah, I mean this is the.
By doing it like that, you're keeping the 24 volt is filling back up the 12 volt like that.
And you see, I've done this experiment with 2 capacitors, right?
You don't need the light there. You don't even need the light. The light just shows you that the flow is happening.
But basically, what you do is you disconnect the light, right? And the idea is you run your pulse motor circuit. You run your pulse motor through the positives, and basically you get 50% more runtime on your input batteries. See, now we're running
because you're always connected to the run battery is always connected to the charge battery through that.
The concept
and the run battery is 24 volts, and it's in the charge battery. I'm sorry, the run battery is 12, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the run battery is 24 volts right here.
And the charge is 12, so that way, yeah, the 12 is always going to get charged like that.
The thing is this is not a closed loop circuit. Yeah, have you ever heard of a Rick Friedrich?
Right, I think that the 24 will move over to the 12 when the gate is closed.
Like for example, Mike, look, this is just a regular 12-volt battery, right? I'm gonna hook this light bulb to a 12-volt source, right? Now, we've got a light bulb being powered off a battery normally, and this is what you call a closed loop circuit. That's why the voltage of this battery will go down. Now, if I get rid of that concept, right? If I get rid of the traditional battery, and now I put a series battery bank with a parallel, and I run in between the positives, the energy, just like a Bedini motor, we got a run battery and we got a charge battery. We're just allowing the electrons to flow through the bulb or a load to the other positive, so it charges the other battery through the differential voltage. And
through the transistor as well, it's through the gate of the transistor too.
Right. Well, I'm just talking, just like the batteries alone. This setup alone, with no pulse motor, with nothing, just doing this alone gives you 50% on anything you're going to run in between.
Yeah, you can put any circuit you want in place of that light bulb.
Right. And it runs 50% more efficient, because once this gets full charge, you swap this over here and you put it in series.
Okay.
Then you put this over there in parallel, and you keep doing this over and over.
Now that you mentioned that swapping thing there, swapping, I want to show you a circuit that eliminates the need to swap, and it's automated. It's automated. It just swaps by itself. Doesn't need to swap.